I'm an early bird and I'm a night owl, so I'm wise and I have worms.
Hello, greetings, everyone. Welcome to today. It is indeed today a day. It is Saturday. It sure is Saturday. I knew that off the top of my head. I didn't have to stop and think about that. No, sir. No, sir. How are we today? How is everyone? Welcome to today's stream. We're gonna dive into some new stuff. We're gonna dive into some new stuff today, and I'm excited about that. Some stuff we haven't really worked on a whole lot before. So, we're working on timelines today on WorldAnvil. I do have a timeline that already exists in like the legacy format, but I haven't really dived into them very much before. I'm just lowering my armrests a little because I realize they're still a little high up from yesterday when I had my desk up a little. Yeah, I I made like a New Year's resolution for myself that I would work on timelines more. So I think it's just very fortuitous timing that they've released a timelines update, kind of like at the same time that I was making this decision. I kind of made that decision last year too, and I just never followed up. Whatever. We don't need to think about it, right? Oh goodness. Oh goodness. We just need to kind of hop on in and see what we're working with. Let me make sure that my window is the appropriate size first before we jump on in. Here we are. Here we are over on the WorldAnvil. We see the big banner right here. Timelines redefined. So let's go find out what that means. we hop on over to timelines, I'll go, yeah, see like this timeline right here is the version legacy. Let's just go look at it and see. Let's go reminisce, shall we, on the first timeline that I've ever really made. I remember doing CSS for this and just kind of trying to make it as pretty as it can be. Astravella, hello, welcome. Welcome in. I haven't gone much WorldAnvil since WorldAmber. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, honestly, I've been taking kind of a huge break from kind of like making anything. Sort of, technically. I'm actually working on something pretty big behind the scenes, but I haven't made like articles, content for WorldAnvil since WorldAmber. But you know, like I kind of went really hard on WorldAmber this year, so I deserve a little break. I kind of need to take a little break after that one. But oh, here's the first timeline I ever made on WorldAnvil. That's what it looks like. I really like the legacy timelines though. Kind of sad to see them go away in the future. Because they're very simple, you know? Super simple, super clean. However, the new system is also really clean and like really just like really sleek. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. So I guess I have the option of like remaking this, like just seeing the process of remaking a timeline like this from scratch. At the same time, like do I really want this? Do I want this specific timeline? I'm probably gonna have to redo it at some point anyway. I don't know. Current year is 2678. I don't know how I picked that number. I don't even know if that number is true anymore. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, everything is kind of a disaster. It's a lot of inspect tool use, yeah, I bet. Because I have, oh man, how do I get into my Chronicle? Oh, okay. Just edit it to go look at it. Because I think that current year, according to my Chronicle, is not. Oh, actually. No, I think it is actually consistent. Yeah, okay, no, it actually is consistent. It is 2678 because that was a 3 years ago kind of event. Okay, so that's interesting. I definitely know so much about my own world. I am very consistent and very much up to date with my own timelines. That's kind of why I'm saying I need to work on my timelines because I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. But I know some things. I don't know. I think now is like a good time to start working on a proper timeline for our Savella. That'd be pretty cool. So let's just jump in. Let's go create a new timeline. Let's see. Oh my god, man, I'm not even 20 minutes in. I'm already yawning. Help me, please. Let's title this timeline. We'll make it history of the of our Savella. Let's call it that. You guys know what's going on in your worlds? Well, clearly I don't. I have no idea what's going on. And I'm really impressed by the people who actually do know. Oh, and I have a big cup today. I have like a whole Yeti cup. Open blinds to let in natural light, rain clouds move in. Yeah, of course, naturally. As soon as you want light, it's just not there. And when you don't want it, even the blackout curtains don't keep it out. You can see like right behind me. It's like that little bit of light right under like right by the curtain. Yeah, it's trying its best to get in. Parsifal. And its royal family. I'll say of the known history. We have to keep that little asterisk in there, right? Of the known history. There's more. We'll see. Oh man, what is... I don't actually know. I don't actually know what this does. What is the normal versus major? I don't have a calendar. We'll just toss that out. I don't want this in the table of contents. We'll start with normal. Alright, welcome to standard timelines. Okay. So here we are. We currently have nothing. There's nothing in here. How about we create a historical event? So we'll start with the one that we already know an exact date for. That is 2675. Okay. We could just also add current year. There we go. Now we can kind of start scrolling a little bit. Oh, this is really interesting. I'm a little bit thrown off by there just being an icon and not like information in there, but I know that there's an option. Switch to list. Yeah, okay, there we go. Perfect. List mode. Oh yeah, Twitch ads, they're a little questionable. They do run like the exact same ones every single time, and it's really annoying. Get some variety. I know you're like a bajillion-dollar company. You can work with other brands, other companies than just the two that I get ads for. And recently I've started getting Twitch ads like on other people's channels in Spanish. Like why is this happening? Is it because my computer's like listening to me do my little Duolingo lessons? So it's like, oh man. This person talks a lot about clothing sizes in Spanish and not much else. They're definitely a native Spanish speaker. I need to have Spanish ads served to them. Like I keep getting more and more. Well, okay, so let's see connections. Organizations. Arsachi's family. Hey, that's AF. I love that. Also, the Alabaster Hand. I wish I could alter these icons. I mean, you probably can. Like, it's probably an option. Or maybe like a CSS option. I'm gonna bet it's more like a CSS option than a feature option. I don't know. Like AF I can understand, but TH, they take the profile picture of the character. Well, these are organizations, so I don't think they have that. Do organizations have like a profile picture? But I normally don't set profile pictures. Yeah, I normally don't set profile pictures at all because every element that I place into my articles I do like with intention, basically. So everything in there is like hand placed. using the fields just kind of. I guess I can just CSS out the profile pictures. That's an option. CSS out the profile pictures in the articles so that they show up in the timelines. Yeah, I can do that. Easy workaround, I think. We'll have to see. We'll have to see for sure. But you know, it is reminding me that I need to make icons and crests and things for these organizations. As we get Fall of Arsachis, and that involves the Arsachis family and the Alabaster Hand. Love it. I don't know if we can get some characters in here. Is there a character in here that I would want listed? High Exarch, perhaps? Yeah, probably. He's involved. I like that I like that because it's just the letters for this character right now. It implies that HR was involved in the fall of the royal family. Like, man, HR really is here for the benefit of the company. Yeah, this is an important national thing. Yes, good. Related location. Oh, well, actually, let's see. Okay, this is also my thing. If I start linking all of these things in here, is this gonna take me to this article? Yeah, it's gonna put the related historical events into my articles. So I'm like, we're gonna have to work around that. We're gonna have to work around that for sure. Oh, why do you pop up on the bottom of my screen? I don't like this. Say, who are you? Related historical entries. Can I throw you out into the garbage, please? Because again, it's just that thing. Like, I'm neurotic when it comes to the layout of my articles. So anything that just like automatically populates information in one of my articles because I changed something somewhere else, it's going to destroy me. So if we can just get rid of it, that's fine. I have to overhaul my CSS anyway. It's gonna go at the bottom. But we're gonna make a note. Move remove historical events. Let's not get weird with it now. Whoops. Okay, yeah, so that doesn't show up anymore. I learned CSS from CSS Help. I never know where to write stuff, just add it to the bottom. Well, see, I like to have sections in my CSS for like, you know, if I'm doing timeline stuff, I want it to all be like contained in one section, and if I have like certain containers, I want that to be in a different section. But Malcora's CSS is such a like dumpster fire of 5+ years of me learning CSS and also using CSS and also like updating my CSS. I need to take all of it out and just like scrub it a little bit and put it back. Like I don't want to change the visual design of it, but I need to like overhaul its organization and everything so that when eventually I do want to change it up and I'm not looking through 10 billion different sections in different orders for one tiny little thing that's like not really gonna, I don't know. Yeah, related historical entries has been removed. So let's see if I go to Sasha's family. If I go to this guy, yeah. If I flicker that CSS back on for like half a second, yeah, it's in there. Cool. Yeah, so it really is that simple. But I feel like, oh man, I feel like having that information in my articles would be really cool. I just don't like where it shows up and how. That's really all it is. That's fine. I can manually add it if it's that important. I need to redo basically all my articles anyway, so I'll just add that to the list of things to update. If you go to current year, what color do I want current year to be? Get a nice little, cute little orange. Yeah. Okay. So yes, the present year in Malcora's primary narrative. Now see, I'm wondering... Related article. And I could do... I could just add this article. And if I add that in, is it going to... Is that going to put it anywhere in this article? I think so. I think that's this weird random sidebar that just showed up. So what are you? Why are you here? If I go turn off the sidebar. So I don't have a single thing in the sidebar in this article. Okay. Display article sidebar. Save. View. Okay, cool. I think it's kind of interesting that it just shows up all the way down there. But no, I guess that makes sense because I'm using bootstrap columns. So if all those columns are already used up, it's just going to get shunted to the bottom in a new row. But now it's gone, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay. So that handles that. Good, good. We don't need this open anymore. We don't need this open anymore. Okay. So yeah, we'll definitely have to look into actually redesigning all of this and doing the CSS. So I'm really interested to see. I'm interested to see what we can do with this. Like I really, oh man, I should have kept my chronicle open. I have to go back through this. Is there anything in here that I would want? Because all of these events are from a different different geographical location entirely. CSS is weird for new timelines. It has its own place, and no user CSS that breaks it. Huh. Wait, what does that mean? I can show you mine? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, if you have examples of things that of things that you did, I will be more than happy to have a look and take some inspiration from that. Io the Dango, hello, welcome. Thank you for sliding in. How are you doing today? Just gonna cannibalize some events from my chronicle here. Let's see. Is it cool if I show this on stream? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna open it in this window. Yeah, sure, it's public. All right. Let's have a little peep. Ooh. Yeah, this looks good. Ooh, and the seasons. These are the little. These are the eras, right? That's how that works. I like the break up into seasons. That's cool. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is where we are. I need to find like a proper. No blue anvil in there. Yeah, good. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. How do I styling? Write your CSS here. Okay. Create historical event, community social settings. How do I set a background image? Or is the background image CSS? Or is it an upload? Background is CSS. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright. Let me just close this. In the other view, it takes the era or event background. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Cool. So let's I'm just inspecting everything. I'm just taking a look at what we even got in here. Page wrapper. Just open this a little bit more. I keep wanting this to be open in like the side. When I do it like this, I guess that's acceptable. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I don't... Okay, good. I need to learn everything about this place. I need to learn everything that's going on in here. Panel. There's all of that. Fun. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. I'm so unbelievably crunchy right now. Pop and open. Pop open a new window to go look at something in particular. go look at a couple images and things. Oh Lord. Okay. I'm just gonna grab an image real quick. Invite design elements. I have to get the correct image URL. Beautiful. So let's go styling. Hold on. Let's try something. How's that? Right? Ooh. Beautiful. Okay, I already love this. one small change and we're already in. I have this this wrap, please. I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. No. Oh, that's not where I actually want to be at the moment. I want to be here. Look at my container styles. Let's see if I can copy them. It's just kind of... History, dialogue, wrapper. That's the line wrap. Diving on in here. I'll make this a little bigger so I can actually look at what's in here. Connections wrapper. Oh, let's just let's just see what we can work with here. Let's see if this does anything. It's always a good way to test things if it's just... Oh, okay. Okay, that worked for one of them. Oh no, that worked for the background of the background. Don't like that. Okay. So we know what that targets, and that's not what we want. Curious. Spelling it wrong at first. Yeah, I feel that. I get rid of... Okay. So for dialogue, that's what we want. I mean, you know, we don't want that color, but I wanted to find what I was looking for. And that worked. Now I have to do something with that information. Actually, hold on. I know what I want to do with that information. I want to take. It is very red. Yes, indeed. It's very helpful for finding things. So let's just grab this. I'll just do a little bit of this. It's not perfect yet. Or even... Is it? Let's see if it pulls my variables from the rest of my CSS. I don't think it will. Whoops. Wrong button. No, okay, so let's just... Give me anything from my CSS. Do I have to put all my fonts in here too? Probably. Hold on, where? Okay, there we go. Just grab this. Okay, so changing the font color for that. Change the color for the icons. But not for the actual text. Hold on. We'll try this again. But this time... A. No. Okay, how do I target you? Okay. I guess dialogue connections. Okay, we'll try that. Dialogue connections. Connections link? No? Okay. Every bit of text needs a different target. Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. Oh, connections label. I missed a word. Connections label? Yeah, there we go. We're figuring this out like piece by piece, step by step. I don't know, I'm like, so just so everyone knows what I'm currently working on. I'm working on a new CSS theme for a brand new world, and as part of that, I'm also making like a really extremely in-depth like a reference article for the CSS, for the BB code, for all my custom containers and everything. And I want to make a like fully public copyable version of that to assist people with the styling and usage of different CSS elements in their worlds. I'm wondering if I could do the same thing, but for timelines. I feel like that'd be pretty cool, pretty helpful. I would just really need to like dive in and do everything, frankly. Let's see. I do a little bit of this. Where did that border apply to? Hello? I don't know if that did anything. Oh, wait. No, the border that I just put on applied around the entire window. Even though the background image I set went on this box. Interesting. That's really interesting. Actually, wait, no, never mind. I'm a silly goose. I typed down the wrong section, which, you know, might affect things. Yeah, okay. I am literally just a silly goose, that's all. I think everything is 2px in the rest of my world. Now what I want to know is if there's a way for me to target these differently based on what side. Well, Jacob, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I'm suddenly wondering, is there a way for me to target these specifically based on which side of the timeline they're on? Like if they're on the left side, I want them to have a different border weight than on the right side. Whew. Is that a thing I can even do? Hmm. I have no idea. That's something to look into. Definitely something to look into. Yeah, throw an ad at me, just say subscribe. Yeah, it likes to do that. It loves doing that. But then you just refresh the page and you're like, fuck you, I threw money at this streamer already, don't give me ads anymore. And the amount of times that I've been in someone's channel and not realized that I didn't like that my sub hasn't rolled over yet, and I just get an ad, I'm like, what is going on here? Stop, and I hit the resubscribe button and it just refresh, like, stop. I'm trying to enjoy my life here. Thank you. I'm just trying to do my best. Alright, we're gonna have to grab. I don't know if I need that font. We're gonna grab my fonts, alright? Hello? Scroll, please. Okay, it doesn't seem to like me scrolling. Got the connections label. Font family. Trochat. Submit. Beautiful. Beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful, perfect. So where next? Submit that, saved. We want to get this side as well. So what are you? I need to... Let me just... Oh wait, nope, that's the wrong one. I keep doing this. We're just gonna go in here first while I identify what text is even on here, because I can't read it with the background changed. I can't see anything. Okay. Present year. Okay, so I'm just gonna open a little notepad while I write all these down. Oh god. So who are you? For a list History describe. What else we got in here? List, history, dialogue, related article. Oh, this one's long. Interface, stack, Jesus. Let's see, what are you? This history, dialogue, related article, interface, stack.
Refresh
Article
yourselves.
link. Oh, thank you for the sip. I've not been thinking about it. Investigating CSS is hard work. So list history dialog article type. List history dialog article link. Dialogue. We'll have to try a bunch of things because I'm getting a bunch of things. This history dialog article type. Article link. List history dialog, a related article interface label. Okay. I guess let's try at least one of these. This one. Grab this as well. Pop it here under the same one. Does that work? No. Oh no. Okay, that didn't do it. Oh, it's cause I'm a goober and I didn't put the period in front. Okay, it turns out that's not the reason, but I thought I was onto something by saying that. Oh no, it's cause I can't spell. Yeah, it's cause I couldn't spell. There were so many different things wrong at the same time. And I'm just checking to make sure that all the other ones I wrote down don't have the exact same spelling error, and they don't, which is good. Okay, so that one's figured out. Good, good. Do I need to grab the text font from my world? Just slap that on there. So let's see if we can get query list history describe. Font family railway and color variable scorched earth. Does it work? It sure does. Okay, look at us go. We're doing it. We're killing it. Deleting things I shouldn't be deleting. Funny see do what I did yesterday all day. Yeah, it's an adventure. Listen, this is a gauntlet that I have to go through. And so I'm going to go through this myself until I get stuck on something, and only then will I go to someone for help. I need to brute force my way through all of this. Or else how will I learn? Okay, let's resubmit the background image so it's there, so it looks correct. I also font size, because that looks smaller than 12. I don't actually know if that did anything. I changed it to 14. Okay, that's bigger. That's good. We just need to get these links right. These links looking good. Honestly, I don't think these need to look much different than the description. Is it insane to think of what you learned over the years? I know. Yeah, like I'm not really doing anything crazy here, but yes, you look like we got this. But absolutely over the years it has gotten easier for me to like find things and target the right things. Sometimes I still get a little stumped on just random things because they're just labeled really weird. I don't know. This is working out. See, now we have our desired background on all of these. Oh yeah. Looks nice, thank you. Yeah, I'll need to find ways to customize this a little bit more. But let me close this for a second. Let's see if we can select an image for our background. Does it do full? Kind of wish that I kind of wish we had that like feature available where we could where we like upload an image of any size and we can like drag it up or down for wherever it like needs to go. Like I'm sure we can CSS it with like the background position or something, but I don't know. Let's see if the and the header's a little too large, it's a little off center. Oh, it's off center because it goes onto the arrow here too. I don't know if I like that. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious. So anything, yeah, my badge collection, don't mind me. I hoard those for just in case. Emotes. I don't know, is there anything I wanna... Because I don't think I have an image that like corresponds to this event. So I would just kind of need to... Hello? I would just kind of need to find something random to fill the space. But of course I can just use... I can just use the base header and then come back to it later when I have something more custom. That arrow really fucked me up. Trying to make it white, didn't realize it was under the image I thought I already removed. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know, like I don't want the background image to extend onto it. I don't know, is that... Maybe it's something that CSS can fix. Theoretically, maybe. I don't know, because I'm thinking... Where are you on here? Left. think I can work with this. Actually, is it worth typing out the entire like name of this, or should I just use like this little? Well, actually, no. I think anything with like, I don't know. So we'll try it. So I just do, if I copy that. Oh, the little bit with CSS doesn't work? Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So I'll keep that in mind. So where am I trying to go? Right here? Yeah, we're just gonna start tossing some notes in here because I'm already .css, yeah. I was thinking that. I was thinking that. You can try. Oh, it gives you a warning. Ooh, fancy, stylish. I love it. It can actually tell me why I'm being stupid instead of just making me wonder. I had that issue with something I was trying to do in my new CSS theme. Where it was like it was working, but then, you know, the security filter would like strip something out of it. I'm like, what do you not like? Please tell me. And, you know, I just had to figure it out myself, and I did eventually, but it was goofy. Oh, it doesn't say what's wrong. Ugh. All right. Well, one can dream. Okay, so do text style. Oh, styles. So we need, what do we need? Dot for a list history. If I can spell it right. Dialogue, arrow, left. I would wager that I probably want to do the exact same thing, but then also right arrow right. Arrow right. Background, image, unset. Background. Let's see if that worked. Oh, it did. Okay, good. It took a second for it to process, but it did. Okay. So now we have that. Let's see, like what I was talking about before with me wanting to identify these boxes based off of which side of the timeline they were on. Like I want to put a thicker border on the arrow side. But I don't know if it'll let me select the box based off of which side it's on. The arrow's pretty obvious. It just straight up says left or right. This one doesn't really do that. There's probably some weird code somewhere that someone would just have to like really dig in and find. And like that's where the wizardry comes in. I have no idea. Some before elements, after elements. I don't know. I might try taking to Discord for this, but I don't actually know where I'd even begin. Let's do a quick little. I'll usually find an issue for myself. Look up the answer, not find anything, and then go back and mess with it, and then figure out the answer myself. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna go crawl through the Discord real quick, see what we can find. Oh, the sleepy is trying really hard to claim me. But we can't let it win. Not today. Take another sip in defiance. I'm being shrimp checked at the time where I'm sitting like the most straight I think I've ever sat in my life. Oh my goodness, but I can always use a good stretch, so thank you. Yeah, but the yawn. Yeah, I know. Need to get myself moving, get myself all stretched out. So I maybe yawn less. Theoretically. And no, I think these are too new for people to have like really niche questions about the timelines in help already. I could pose the question myself, of course, but we'll get there one day. We'll make that decision. Alright. I don't know, well, we can come back to that. Right now, I just want to get this looking correct. Where are you on the list? Dialogue header. For a list. History dialogue header. 400px. Submit. Oh, nope, that didn't do it. But why? But why does it not work? Oh, wait, hold on. No, my bad. It's because I used the wrong thing. I need to use background size 400, not width 400. There we go. What if I just do background size cover? Yeah, that's way better. Now it's at least centered. Yeah, so the default background is a little like, why did you do that? It's because I don't want the default background. It's because I want. Get that in here. Oh wait, why did that? It works on one side but not the other. All right. All right. Do we see my issue here? This works beautifully right here, but here it's a little that direction. Hmm. Ah, okay, see the background position on this one is different than like the left side one. But I don't quite know how to target it myself. I don't know how to target it separately, but I see this code here is like the CSS code is got like a 2 in it. I don't know, like it is a different code in like that little in the .css one. So how do I grab it correctly without angering the sensor, the security? Because clearly they're styled separately. But how do I yoink that? We're gonna try something goofy. We're gonna see if it works. I don't think it will. But why not try it, right? So where are we? Oh wait, no, that just broke it. Never mind. Never mind. Oh well. We'll figure it out. I just would like to know how. Because you don't want me to use .css. But that's the only way that I see to grab specifically the left one. They hop from left to right, yeah. So I'm just trying to see like if I can target like, you know, this box is on the left side of the timeline, so it looks like this. Like I want to define the styles based on like, is it on the left side? Is it on the right side? You know, I think I can solve the problem that I'm having by doing background position. Zero. Yeah, see, there we go. That works. I just had to make the background position the same for both of them. So that solved that problem. I don't know. I'll just throw the question into CSS help. So we'll see if anyone knows. If anyone's awake that knows. Let's see what we're styling right now. Yeah, I don't know. There's like there's a lot going on in here. So hopefully what I'm wanting to do is possible. I don't know if it is, but we can dream. Maybe some CSS wizard will come to my rescue. Alright, well my question has been posted. It's up to the great helpers of the anvil to come to my aid whenever they have time. I'll keep trying to figure it out, but I don't know how successful I will be. Maybe we'll add something else. So where do I want to be? Chronicle? So what has happened in the recent history? My neck just feels like horrendous at all times, so I'm trying to. Yeah, because that's happening over there. That's happening way over there. That happens over there. Line of revelation. That's pretty recent. Vegetation is also quite recent. 75 years later, this happens. I need to have like a better timeline for this region. I have like a lot of really scattered events just all over the place. It must be possible because it knows where to place the aerial. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I need to make like a third event to see if the like this code down here that like starts with CSS is the same for everything on the left, for example, or if it's per box. Because if it's per box, then surely there will be a way to target just that one side. I don't know, if I just go out on a limb, if I just try random stuff. So we have history, dialogue, left. No, that doesn't work. Well, maybe. No, it doesn't work. It just breaks it. That was a good try though. Certainly a good shot. Would you be willing to cooperate with me, please? I'm just so curious. Is this something that I can just figure out? Or do I need a wizard to come to my rescue? Like, I'd love to save myself if I can. Oh, Lord. Yeah, because again, like it does. Yeah, CSS wizards are amazing beings. Let's see, like it lists out history, dialogue, arrow, left. But history, dialogue, the box does not have a left. It just is what it is. Tester 1, we'll just make this. And yeah, I'll just leave it the way that it is, it's fine. So now that one's on the other side. Are you, or are you not the same? No, I think it has a completely different CSS code now. What is align self? Show on top I want bigger. Characters and organizations on side by side in 2 columns. So the shields on top, you mean these, I assume. I think you can do that. I think let's see if we can make them bigger. Let's give it a shot. So looking at array list history dialog pin. I'll try a transform scale. Okay, that worked. That made them a little bigger. What if we go a little larger? Yeah, if you do a transform scale on Hooray list history dialog pin, yeah, see, you might have to adjust them for positioning, of course, because this looks a little bit goofy, a little overlapping. Yeah, so it's a transform scale. I just put them to 2 just now, and that's a little much for the current design with the text and everything. I don't know, 1.5, they don't overlap with the... They don't quite overlap with the text, but you know, you can just move stuff around. Oh, yeah, that's a good one to know. I'll have to keep that one in mind as well. Maybe... Where is it? Let's see if Twitch accepts my formatting. Oh no. Wait. There we go. Yeah, Twitch did not like me throwing that in there just like as it was, so that's what I have in there right now. So you can just adjust that to whatever you desire. I really want to know. That's like history dialogue. Yeah, the code changes as soon as a new one gets added. None of these are the same anymore. None of these are the same anymore. So however they're identifying them, like it's really in there. Man, I don't know, I'm like really curious. Yeah, each of these has like its own weirdly coded CSS class. I want to know how I can identify things. It's a toughie. That's for sure. Let me turn on my lights a little because my screen is very bright. No, like apart from this one thing that's like frustrating me, I really like this. Like this looks dope. So, okay, what did I do? I already closed this. What did I have this look like? Because I know it was like left and right. Oh, I had them all around. That's what I had them looking like before. So, yeah, it's not bad. So I think I might just have to be okay with having everything be like aligned to a certain direction, certain degree, no matter which side of the timeline it's on. I'll accept it. I'll allow it. But if there's a way for me to target these things separately. I just want to know if border radius works without being weird. Because currently it's not looking like it. Or no, it is. It's just... Oh, you know what? Where is... History dialogue header. Go look it up. CSS overflow. Oh my god, that is so bright of a web page. Please go away. photo hidden. No. What if I do that here? There we go. So now everything's nice and round. Position relative. Oh, that like breaks the whole thing. Why does it do that? It's a little bit silly. No, that didn't fix it. Gosh darn it. Oh, okay, that worked. It works without the, If I make you really small, oh, it just, like, disappears. If I make this, like, super small, it doesn't shift or anything, it just kind of squishes in and hides itself. Okay, okay. Understandable, acceptable. Yeah, I'm certainly not upset by how this looks. I'm just wondering. Cause I do, oh man, I don't know. Let's just see. I'll add a description. Okay, so that's what we've got now. I feel like I'm definitely with you on wanting these to be in like 2 columns. I don't really know a way to do that though. That falls under more wizardry, because that's a whole thing. That's a whole ordeal. Got tags in here. Nice. How about this? Redo milestone air changing. I mean, I guess that's. I don't really consider that to be a. I try to move it and scale it, the scaling falls away? Huh. That's weird. Actually, I didn't even notice if it did that to me. Hold on. Submit. Okay, so it does work for me. Yeah, I did move them. But all I did was a transform scale and left 40 pixels. So I don't know if you have any extra code in there that might be like doing anything weird. But I only use those two things and they seem to get along fairly well. Yeah, I just used the left. I tried like the whole like the position relative and everything, but that just like broke the entire thing. So I don't think that's the way to go. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, Steve, what up? 1 year of weird code that just seems to get along. Yeah. Oh my god, thank you for the 12 months. Holy shit, that's like the entire time I've been streaming. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, weird spaghetti code is just what we've been dealing with all day. Not all of it's spaghetti, but a lot of it is. Actually, hold on, I'm trying to do this so I can fix this one. But I can't see that one when the CSS editor's open, so I have to close it and reopen it every single time. Might have forgotten a semicolon. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. If I do a -10, does that work? You know, actually, yeah. That actually does work. But what I need to know now... Oh goodness. It's an icon... Yeah, within the pin is an icon, and I want to move the icon. .ra probably is my best bet. Let's just see. Because I think it's positioned a little bit too low, and so I don't quite like that. .ra, let's see if that works. How do I want to do this? Your weird spaghetti code. Keep crushing it with the doodles. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna keep crushing it. I'm gonna keep doing all the shit. I am just doing my best to survive at the moment, but your support keeps me going. My goodness. Like if you were here yesterday at all for the entire stream, it was just me struggling. That was the entire stream yesterday. Today it's similar, but I am a lot more, not, you know, I won't even say I'm a lot more. I'm a lot more chill about this because I'm actually really interested in doing this. So we had about equal amounts of success, but today there's a lot less salt. Today there's a lot less complaining. It's really just being confused by code. And making our timelines beautiful. Making them look gorgeous. Yesterday I was inventing a new style of design. Guess I'll call it combining cottagecore and cyberpunk decor. Ooh, that's a really interesting combination. I feel like those two things are opposites most of the time, so I'm really curious on what that actually what that means for you. And like what that looks like. The end result sounds fantastic. Yeah, cottagecore and cyberpunk. Yeah, Jacob's asking the same questions I have. Like, how do you do that? Don't think I can post a picture here. Probably not. I don't know. If you wanna post it in my Discord, you're welcome to do that. Or I don't know. share it in Discord, you can DM it. I don't know, whatever you want. Let's see the vertical align. There is a vertical align middle. What if I change margin top? It's very possible that the thing I'm trying to do right now is just not even close to how I'm trying to target it. Oh my god. Oh, stay on the bottom. Thank you. But if I don't, if I don't find a way to target, like, you know, left side of timeline, right side of timeline separately, I might just put that into my feedback doc. Like, that's kind of the reason why I'm working on timelines right now and just, like, doing all of this. Because they want feedback. They want feedback. They want to know what they did well, what they did not quite right. So I'm just here to explore, make sure everything looks all delicious and good. And so whatever problems I have, best to identify them now while they're actively seeking feedback. Oh, let's see. It's a path. I thought it was an icon. Dialogue pin, dialogue wrapper. Oh my god. What are you? Welcome on into the Discord server. It's nice to have you. Welcome to the Owl Works. Is that gonna work? Not gonna do anything? No. It doesn't do anything. Oh, alright. I mean, I think it's targeting it. I think I'm just not moving it correctly. Like if I just do that. Oh, I think that moved it up actually. New space in nerd zone? Yeah. That sounds like a good place. The nerd zone. We don't have any like hard and fast rules exactly. So as long as it's not the completely wrong place to put it, I don't really think it matters. Okay, yeah, that. Oh, perfect. We did do it. What I need to know is if that did the same thing on the other side. It did, yes. Ooh. Wait, that looks dope as fuck. Holy shit. That's like, yeah, that's like the dream right there. That looks really cool. I like Like that nature punk techno botanist kind of vibe. I'm a big fan. Double pictured, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, it looks awesome. Oh wait, that's so oh, it looks so good. But now, oh man, now I want to add like techno botanist onto my list of like potential future inspirations. Just like as a concept, as like a genre. I don't know. Now part of me is like, oh man, I kind of want to go to like a futuristic LARP and play a techno botanist because in my at Ascendia I played a necro botanist. So why not go somewhere else and play a techno botanist, right? Make fancy plant robots. I just like the plants, man. In all their different flavors and subgenres. Oh yeah. So we're still just trying to figure out all of this. So margin bottom, I think I pushed it up a little bit too high. So we'll try, oh no, not 80. 8, thank you. That'd be a big difference. Yeah, I think 8 works for that one. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty solid. I just need to make sure. I don't know. You're a 2 pixel. Yeah, 2 pixel solid background just with like one thick solid line on the side. Like, that's what I want to do for these. Like, I want there to be kind of like a thicker solid line, like facing the center of the timeline. And then all the other lines around the box will be the 2 pixel lines. But I don't know how to target them so that they're in the middle every time. So I can definitely style it so that one side, is that thickness, because, I've done that before. But if I do that, it'll be that side, regardless of which side of the timeline these boxes are on. That's not what I want. So I'd rather just have them be super thin. Maybe not super thin. I'm also thinking... Oh, did I? Oh shit, I actually got that first try. Look at me go. I made the tops corners and the bottoms curves. So they'll look a little bit more like my they'll look a little bit more like my article blocks. So I have my examples here. So yeah, this is like the box style that I just modeled that after. It really is just kind of me nitpicking at this point. For good reason, for good reason. As is my right, I would say. Which one of yous controls the up and down? You. Hold on, what? 80%? There we go. Yeah, I wanted to scoot that up so that the bottom of the image would show up with like all the transparency and watercolor effect. Is that too much though? Could I push it down a little more? Because these don't really resize. Or at least from my understanding, it looks like they don't change their size based on your screen size. So whatever you set it to is just going to be what it looks like, no matter what the size is. So I think 80 was like exactly right. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll work on that a little bit more. And if I do border top 8px solid. Yeah, see, I don't know if I need the top border to be there at all, if there's going to be like a color border for the events. Yeah, same size as my laptop. Yeah. So we're just gonna get rid of that I just made. It's a little silly. I don't really like that very much. And of course, we're continuing to yawn. Current year. I don't know if this needs an event type. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Let's see, event type for this one. Diplomatic action. I would say that the deposition of a monarchy is a diplomatic action. Could be. Military action could be. Or political event, yeah, that would make sense. Revolution. I don't think so, but revolution is certainly inbound. And so, a related location. Varsavella. Oh gosh, and they just keep getting longer and longer. The more stuff that we add in here, the wilder these become. Yes. Well, I don't really. For this timeline, I don't think I need to put in related location, Kingdom of Varsavella, because like we know where we are. Like that's kind of the whole point of this timeline in particular. Is this is a timeline of the Kingdom of Varsavella. I don't think all of these entries need the Kingdom of Varsavella linked in them. The characters and organizations, yes, because those, those exist in there. Like we could say we could put the city down. I just don't know how necessary it is. It's like, yeah, we can put in related location Aurel. That's the city. That would make sense. But now this whole ordeal is a little thick. For lack of a better term. open this back up. So Hore list history dialogue connections wrap. I want to change like the spacing on them. So maybe they just don't take up as much space. Vertical space. I don't think they need to. I don't think they're that important. Or at least not so important that they need to be large and stick out quite that much. They should be there and they should be accessible. Characters and organizations have the same target, only CSS code differs. Yeah, that's what I'm noticing about some of these things. Let's see what we can do here. Where am I exactly? We'll put it under text styles, because why not, right? So array list story connections wrap. I don't know if that's exactly what I want, but I'll take it for now. We'll start with a simple padding and then just kind of have a peep. So if I scroll up like this, will I be able to see it? Kinda, a little. Maybe I just need to make this a little longer so I can scroll down further. Let's put in some random. We'll put in a Tramus in here. Even the CSS code is the same. Yeah, getting them side by side, I don't know, like that's a lot of weird stuff. Cause then that's when you start messing around with like the elements that are on the page and like built into it with the HTML and everything else. Like I don't really know how to move those things around without them overlapping or being weird or sitting on top of each other in ways that they shouldn't. But the fact that the elements on these timelines don't like move around or squish around like articles do, I think might make it easier. Because then you're not really worrying too much. Not worrying as much about how reactive it is. It is probably something with Flex, if I had to guess. And those are definitely the two to ask about it. I'll put in Eastwind Pantheon, just so there's stuff there. So we have characters, organizations, and if I open this, okay, perfect. I can see exactly what's underneath. So that makes my life way easier. Just go down. Okay, hold on. Let's investigate this one. Okay. Chakra stack. Dialog connections. Wrapper. I do that. Oh, okay, that worked. That one worked. Dialog connections. Wrap. So that took the padding off of the bottom of it, but I kind of want... I want it off the top of the icon too. And the thing I was using to target that didn't work. Connections. Yeah, because I had connections wrap. And that didn't do anything. Unless it's already set to 0. I think it is already set to 0. Alright, 0 padding, 0 margin. It still doesn't do it. Is it the text? Does the text have too much of a margin? Connections, label. Let's see. I already have code for that in here. Padding 0 pixels. No. How about margin? No. Okay. Margin, yeah, margin 16, but I have it put in here to have margin 0. Important. Okay. nothing a little important can't solve. Perfect. Now can I actually... Oh no man, transform, scale, 0.75. Make them smaller, thank you. And if we do the wrapper as well. Padding 0 pixels. Wait, that worked before. Oh no, hold on. Wrapper. There we go. So it's smaller, it's a little cleaner. So it looks like that now. Again, like I just don't like how much vertical space it occupies when it barely occupies the entire horizontal space. Like if they could be stacked together, that'd be amazing. And yes, there may in fact be ways to do that. One would have to figure it out. This is margin inline. And the same, I want them smaller vertically. Yeah, 100%. So I reduced the margins and the padding and everything. I made the icons a little smaller. It's not enough to fully satisfy my brain, but it's better than it was before, so I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, I don't know. That might... If there's not like if there's not a better way to manage the styling for those, I might just avoid using them altogether. At least for most of my timeline entries. But we'll see. We'll see what we can end up with. 'Cause I think it's really cool just having those like having these lists of the involved characters and the organizations. I think that's a really awesome. I think it's a really awesome integration. I just want it to look better. That's all. Or to organizationally look better. I don't know if I'm using the right words for that, but yeah. In terms of layout and positioning, I don't think they quite work for the way I like to style things. But that's okay. Not everything is perfect all the time. I want to be less scrolling. Oh yeah, true. So people actually look through the whole thing. 100%. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it. You know, I didn't actually change. I didn't change the title. So let's get textiles. We'll style this independently for a list history. Dialogue title. Font family. Header font. Submit. Beautiful. Make it a little bit larger. We'll do a text transform. I don't know if this is the right one. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm just trying to look for uppercase. That's the word. Uppercase. Beautiful. And font size. Okay, yeah, it's already smaller. 18. 22 too much? Is that overkill? No. Put it to 20 and call it a day. Still a little hard to read. I think I might have to make like a custom header image for my timelines. At least one that's not one that has less going on in the middle so you can actually read the titles better. So we'll see how that goes in the near future. Oh, what's going on? Why do I have a ping? Stop it. So I'll add this to my queue. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we'll just deal with this for now. So I'm noticing like when you, of course, when you hover over and click on these events, they glow with the color that you've selected. But even after you close the window, they remain glowing. but when they're just in default mode, it's a like black drop shadow. And you know, if I click on something else, then this one that was still glowing from the last time turns off the glow and it goes back to being shadow. I'm wondering how intentional that is. For it to function exactly that way. That's what a major glow thing looks like. That's what that looks like, okay. Daz, how are you? Welcome, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. What are you guys working on today? How was your stream? Dazzlin' raid. Hello, do a little shout out for you. How are ya? We've been bashing our heads against some CSS today. All stream. We're checking out the new timelines. So I'm encountering a couple things here and there that I'm really happy with, that I'm not super excited about, and some things that I just think could use a little bit of change. Got one curiosity done. Oh heck yeah! Yeah, I need to work more on this challenge because I started it like day one and then I haven't really gone back to it before, or haven't gone back to it since. I'm halfway through another. Heck yeah! Look at you making progress. That's awesome. I'm doing my best to make sure that this looks as beautiful as possible before I actually start making real proper timelines. I mean, this is going to be a real proper timeline at some point. Like it's the history of the like primary kingdom that I've been working on for forever at this point. Yeah. We'll just have to see. We have to like decide. I have to decide what current year actually is going to be. Because I have a couple stories. I have a couple stories that I want to tell in Melkor that like I can already think of. So I'm like, do I want to settle with my currently set current year as being like, you know, flat out like that's where we are? Or do I want to like push it forward a couple years once I actually get to writing a couple story beats? Or do I don't know. It's like it's the hard part of world building is like what is the static current day in your world that you just like kind of add stories to? Like if I write more stories, am I going to return to that current day as like a base? Linear time. You love it, you hate it. It's just there. I don't know how to deal with linear time. Yeah, it's timelines time. So we've been designing this out and making sure that it looks like consistent. History is such a mess. Yeah, mine too. Like do not look at me and think, "Oh, what a well put together world builder who knows exactly what the history of their world looks like." No. Nah. I don't know a single thing about my world. Like this chronicle here that I made last year, or no, I made this year before. Oh my god. Anyway, this chronicle that I made the year before last year is like the closest thing I have to like a cohesive history / timeline of my world, and even then, it's really missing a lot of details. It's missing a lot of details, a lot of weird things from all around the world. It really just kind of jumps around the world and be like, oh, so here's where certain ley lines emerged and caused these different things to happen. Like they emerged, they went away, like, you know, all these things. But most of the actual history, most of like the people related things in my world, I don't have a history for. I haven't written any of it down. I haven't figured it out. Ugh, it's so rough. Yeah, I have a couple things where, you know, I have like the emergence of this ley line. That happened. That happened, oh man, 78 years ago in my world or something. I don't know how true I want that to be. That's a thing. And you know, the ley line of abeyance. I have to change that. Oh my god, I've changed so many things. That's the fun part of world building, is going back and retconning everything and like doing all the name changes that you've changed in your articles, but then you find them in old chronicles like this, and so that just doesn't exist anymore. We ley line of tenacity. I'm just gonna change a couple things. Ley line of tenacity, blah blah blah. Ley line emergence, Earth and Kingdoms update, wahoo. This thing is so out of date. Like there's nothing there's very little about this chronicle that's still up to date, which is why I'm like I need to crack down on this and actually make proper histories and timelines and things. Maybe not figure everything out. I don't think I'll be able to do that for a very long time. But at least we can figure a couple things out. And so this is my only timeline that currently exists or like existed before in Malcora. And this was a history of Bolkan, one of my regions, because I was like really heavy into Bolkan during summer camp, I think in 2022. That's gonna be my guess, 2022. And so I just kind of wrote about like, you know, here's when the ley line emerged, here's when the city was formed, here's this conflict that happened, the city was rebuilt, founding of this organization happened. The current leader of that organization was born at this time after the consortium was formed. She was appointed as a leader at this time in her life. This is current year, and planning for the future, the century of Black Glass. That's the like the 100-year celebration of this thing existing. It's gonna happen in that year. So yeah, no, it's pretty good. Don't even look at the mess history turns into when you toss into all the different races. Yeah, 100%. It's just like the more factors that you throw in, the more messy it gets. And, you know, you stop and think like, oh man, like this is how the real world functions. Like the real world is a disaster. The real world is an absolute disaster. Keeping track of everything that's happened in the real world is already an endeavor in and of itself. And now we're trying to do the same thing with our worlds, but we're also making them up as we go too. Like nothing in this world exists without me having to think of it first. Like half the stuff that happens in the real world, like you could not make that shit up. Like you could not just sit there and make some of this stuff up. Or like you can, but it sounds ridiculous to you, but then you remember like, no, things like this actually happen in real life. And that's why world building is so hard, because everything you do feels fake. Because living is bizarre. Living is bizarre, people are weird. Civilizations are absolutely wild. And yeah, things just happen. Linear time happens. And people do such wild stuff in that time that they have allotted. And here we are as world builders trying to emulate that in our own ways for our own worlds. Oh. It's such an adventure. But you know, we're doing our best. We're doing what we can. And honestly, I think that's all that matters. So I just want to see what's going on. Let me see. I'm just looking something up real quick. Oh, my brain. Every time I open a web page that's super bright, I die a little bit on the inside. Alright. Cool. Okay, so it is already 4 o'clock, so I think it's about time for me to skedaddle. Um, so hello. It is about time for me to head on out of here. I think we need to go relax. We need to go eat something. My breakfast today was me pulling some spinach and deli meat and cheese out of my fridge and just standing there at the kitchen counter eating it. Just directly out of the package. Is basically a sandwich with weirder steps. So I think I need to go make myself some real food. Like a proper meal, something delicious, nutritious, and just well balanced. um, but no, this was fantastic. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today while I was working on these timelines. I hope you had a great time. I know I did. Just bashing my head against weird CSS and trying to figure things out and make things look right. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with what our timelines look like now. Thank you. It was nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad I could help you figure out that thing with the badges on the timelines. It would have been good for me too, because I don't know that I would have really thought about it unless you mentioned it. So, yahoo! I think we'll start packing up and getting out of here. Next week is my birthday weekend. Technically, it's going to be my birthday stream. I'm going to, I don't know, we don't have a plan yet. We don't have a plan. I am going to be revealing my new world on WorldAnvil next weekend, and so that's really exciting. We'll have to pick a time. We'll have to pick the right time, the right moment. We'll probably do some kind of like, I don't know. I'm thinking Saturday. We'll look at my new world, a whole bunch of other things. I'll post more information on my Discord. Hopefully tonight. You know, fingers crossed. We'll actually do it tonight. I've just been, oh my god, I've been all over the place. I have not been prepared for doing anything. So yeah, we'll see if it all works out. I originally had like much loftier plans and ideas for my birthday stream, but no, I think we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna do some new stuff. We're gonna get hyped for new content, for new other things. And yeah, I think that'll just be really exciting. That'll be a lot of fun. So I will see you next Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Unless I decide to go earlier, I don't know. It's gonna be my birthday. We can do whatever we want on our birthdays, right? But no, okay, so look forward to that. Make some posts, we'll make some announcements, get our ideas out on the table, and so everybody knows what's going on. I need to know what's going on. That's a good start, but so after all that hard work, after staring at all that code, I think I would love to take us out on a raid. We will go find a streamer who's playing something fun, playing something cozy. Where do we want to go? Enjoy food, thank you. Where do we want to go? Oh, let's raid Danny Dawnstar. Danny's really cool. Friend of a friend. Oh, thank you for the sip. Friend of a friend, playing Palia, which is a really cute game. Go raid my bed, absolutely. There you go. Just follow us along on this raid. We'll get you right out of here. Go on to bed. Everyone, absolutely, go take your rest. Go enjoy yourselves the rest of your nights. Rest of your days, whatever your time zones. And I'll see you next Friday, absolutely. Remember everyone, grab your sippies, go world build, go do whatever makes you happy, and I will catch you back at the Owlworks very soon, I hope. Goodbye.